So today I've decided to show you guys the process of me making one of these little fairy jars. This one is actually a gift for a friend, and I call them fairy jars. They're pretty much just these old recycled jars that I kind of turn into a terrarium, and I make it, a cute little scene. I find pretty things, I put pretty things together and make the jar even prettier and make it look like a little fairy would live in there. It's really cute and I love doing it, and they're different every time, so there's not really any rhyme or reason, and I usually just make things up on the spot, but I decided to record it this time because I thought it might be interesting. On the screen right now is a bunch of stuff that I used in this jar in particular. So you can see this is obviously an old pickle jar, and I have some clear quartz crystals, a butterfly bead, some lavender and dill, a little tiny jar to put the lavender and dill in. I have some string, some beads, some paint, a paintbrush to paint with, and I have some scissors and tape. And then I have a bunch of other stuff that I forgot to record me showing, so I'm going to put it on the screen. It's acrylic paint, black filler rocks, white filler rocks, assorted buttons, and tacky glue, which tacky glue is actually very important for this. So I didn't record it, but you can see that I went ahead and I put some black rocks down. That's kind of the base floor for this jar that I decided to go with. I have a pile of white rocks in the corner. I glued the clear quartz crystals in the back, kind of like in a row, like they're growing out of the ground. And then I piled up these wooden beads like they were some type of rock, even though they're wood. I thought it would be cute. What I just did here is I painted tacky glue over the white rocks, and then I sprinkled dill onto them. And it made it look like this little mossy rock formation. It was so cute. I love it so much. I want to do it again. And then I found these wooden beads, and you can see I'm kind of picking through, and I'm choosing ones that look like a table. And I built a little table out of beads and a button, and then I found a shiny button, and I used it as like a little dinner plate. I thought it was super cute. And then I put the lavender and the dill inside of a tiny jar, and then I put the jar on the rocks, and I have a little jar in my jar, and I think it's adorable. And then I put the table in, and that blue thing right there, I obviously couldn't put like actual water in the jar, so I painted blue, and then I put crystals and pearls over it, and I thought it was really cute. I think it looks like it's the idea of water, if you will. And then I strung together these beads. These are like some green heart-shaped beads, but I thought it would kind of look like a vine-ish sort of thing. Nothing in this jar is really meant to look realistic, but I thought it'd be really cute. And then I strung a butterfly bead onto it because I always have a hanging element in these jars. And you can see that I've painted the lid silver. This is how it looked at the end of the first day that I worked on it, and I think it's super cute. And it's definitely getting there, but it wasn't fully finished yet. And then the reason I chose to do the green vine is because I knew that I would be sculpting this little frog. I actually have a short uploaded onto my channel of me making this frog, so you should definitely check that out if you want to see me sculpt the entire thing and paint it. I think it turned out super cute, because when my friend told me that they wanted a jar, I was like, oh my god, I'm going to put a frog in it for you. And then I had to figure out how to do that, and I kind of did it to myself, but it's okay because it turned out so cute. And this little frog just lived in there, and I imagine that he's just sitting there waiting for his fairy friends to come and talk to him, and it's adorable. I love it so much. And this is how it looked when I finished it. I glued some more leaf beads over by the white rocks so that it could have more green in it. And then I glued buttons onto the lid because the lid just looked really plain, and I think it's cute. There's also a button in the jar if you can see it. And that's pretty much it. Just a quick little cutesy project. I hope y'all enjoyed it. Here's this really interesting and awkward clip of me showing the inside of the jar. I just thought it looked cool from the top down. But yeah, I hope y'all enjoyed it, and see you next time.